Aloha Coco, what is up everyone? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're new here. My name is Hoku and welcome to another mindful mirror talk, which has inevitably turned into another mindful card talk because I've just been on the go for the past couple days, and during the day I haven't really had enough time to sit down with you guys. So I don't want that to be an excuse or a reason why I just don't record. So that's kind of why I'm in the car space. But I didn't want to address it before or in other videos lately, directly. But I guess because this is mirror talk, I just wanted to be honest with the fact that I noticed myself struggling with the emotional highs and lows, with the emotional... I've been struggling with feeling overwhelmed emotionally, and I know that I have a handle on it, and I know that I've always been the type of person to try to keep shit straight and get it together, girl, get your life, pull it together, rein it in, and do what you gotta do and be strong and all that shit. But some days it's just harder than others, and I don't think it was triggered by anything. Well, maybe it was. It may have been triggered by something specific, but there's always going to be those days, there's always going to be those things that trigger us into the pits and into the falls of our emotions. And so right now I feel like I've been kind of just battling with keep it behind, as soon as it starts to creep up, oh no, get back there where you belong, instead of just letting myself sit with being emotional, being maybe even doubtful, or whatever comes along, whatever emotions come along with sadness or anxiety for your situation. I really hate putting those terms on it, but call a spade a spade. It is what it is. And a lot of us go through these periods, these phases where we don't feel good enough, we don't feel successful enough, we don't feel accomplished, we don't feel like we're doing enough as people, as parents, as women, as men, as ourselves. We don't feel like we're doing enough as ourselves. And I just want to use this mirror talk to tell myself, to connect with self and spirit and you guys, and say you are enough and you are doing enough. Just acknowledging the fact that you're here. You are feeling these emotions. You are experiencing things that might not be going the best, the greatest, or whatever the case may be. Understanding that that is life, and that's just one pit, one downfall, and the only place to go from there is up, can make things feel a little bit more grounded and more firm. I know that's kind of the simple way of putting things, or cookie cutter answer, but to be honest, just showing up for another fucking day and not allowing yourself those moments where you just get dragged into self-hate and self-sabotage in itself is a beautiful thing. It's a worthy thing to tell yourself you are great and you are wonderful and you are worthy of everything that comes with the rise up. As you move forward and as you rise up, you are worthy of all that is to come, that is beautiful, that is bright, that is gonna fill you with more happiness and love and feelings of accomplishment and whatnot. So anyway, I don't want to get into the gushy whatever sense of things. I'm just here to say that hey, I've been going through some shit, and if you're going through some shit, then applaud yourself for fucking just waking up and being here and giving yourself an opportunity to take it easy on your spirit. And shit does come up, and there are triggers, and there are traumas, and there are situations, and there are people that really want to bring us down. But you know what? You're not going to, because you are divinely protected, divinely guided, divinely loved. And you are here with such a higher purpose that no matter what pit or whatever little pothole we might stumble into or trip or fall or get a bloody knee over, it doesn't matter. Those things come with the journey. But it's the standing up, it's the getting up, it's the rise that truly is a beautiful blessing. And I believe that you are capable of rising to those higher heights. So yeah, hopefully that made sense, because I just feel like sometimes I need to say it out loud, and I need to remind myself. And if this speaks to someone out there that needs it, then I feel even more blessed to be able to share the message. So yeah. So let's see what messages we're guided to today, as we acknowledge the pit of lowness that we may be feeling that we're in. So we have surprises. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. Remind yourself, even when you think that you're just basic and boring and fucking nobody like cares about you and you're not doing this, that, or the other, and you're not becoming what other people expect you to become, or you're not living up to anybody else's, ideal version of you. Even when you feel like you're no different than anyone else, there's nothing special about you, there is within you a garden to be discovered by you, that once you realize how beautiful, how special, how divinely unique you are, those flowers, those seeds will start to grow and to bloom into such a beautiful, magnificent garden of soul. So don't forget that. There are surprises. Maybe this is a message that you will surprise yourself with. Maybe this is a message to be heard because you don't even realize that the surprises and the things that you're waiting for life to show you lies within you. What else do we need to be reminded? Do we need to remember from source energy? Uh-oh, there's a fly up in here. Is it? I'm trying to remember all that one. Flow. Okay. Flow. Go with the flow as water trickles down a stream. Do not hurry. So this is a reminder to not rush your path, your life, your circumstances. Don't be like, well, how come I'm not there? I'm not where I need to be. You are exactly where you need to be. You are in the present moment. And whatever comes with the present moment, whatever emotions, whatever circumstances, whatever experiences are being experienced in this present moment is for you. So don't rush the lessons. Don't rush the aha understandings. Go with the flow. Like Bruce Lee says, be like water. This is a time of what I think actually we're going into a full moon, and if I'm not mistaken, that is Cancer, full moon in Cancer, which is again maybe why we're pulling towards the emotional aspects. But don't let that drown you. Let yourself relax, go with the flow, float on that energy, float on that emotion, and look up at the sky for hope. When you're in the water, you're in the ocean, and you're just lying on your back and you're floating, and you're letting that emotional energy and that water energy carry you. That's what we want to do, to surrender to the energy instead of fighting against it, fighting against the current, stiffening up, and then we feel overwhelmed by the water. Any other messages or reminders we need to be aware of right now? Oh shit, girl, maybe I was being sloppy, but Spirit's like, yeah, there's plenty of messages here. So we have forbearance again. Do not be deterred by the thorn amidst the roses, by the challenges, by the risks, by the problems. Those things will be part of the journey. Those thorns are part of toughening your grip, your grasp on the beauty of the life that is at hand. When you hold a rose and it's full of thorns, you might prick yourself on that, but the grasp that you have on the beauty that is your life cannot be deterred by those thorns, by those things that arise, that come up, those problems, those feelings of sadness, of anxiety, of unworthiness, of financial struggle or relationship struggle, or just uncertainty with your life. Be constantly in humility. Flowers are unaware of each other's beauty. They bloom regardless. So don't feel the need to compare yourself, your life, to someone else's. Don't feel the need to compare your experiences or your accomplishments to anyone else's. And again, we're kind of going off of this thorn amidst the roses, flowers being unaware of each other's beauty, blooming regardless. What else did we get? We got water flow, obviously, and we also got undisturbed garden. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden when we pulled the surprises card. You know, so this is definitely like a earth feel, an earth vibe. This is remembering to root, to plant ourselves into the foundation of earth, of nature. Maybe it's time to go out, you know, go to the woods, go to the ocean, go to a garden, or, you know, a botanical garden or something. It says music was the last card we pulled. There is melody to be heard in the deepest parts of the woods. Here we go again, earth energy. If only we listen. Music, nature is a frequency. It's constantly in motion. It is constantly vibrating frequencies that we may not audibly hear, but our bodies receive. So the melody to be heard in the deepest parts of the wood is there. If only we listen, we open up ourselves, we open up our energy, we open up our soul, our spirit to receiving these frequencies. So mahalo for that. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go with tarot. Okay, the first card that pulled out was Seven of Pentacles. So we're definitely going through some issues. So the first card when I opened the box was Seven of Pentacles that fell out. So I feel like there's some struggles that we need to get over, but like we're almost there, but there's some things some kinks, some problems, some issues that we're still working out. This is about evaluation, okay? So assessing your circumstances, your situations, your bounty, your harvest, your investment, maybe like really taking note, really being cautious. Be ready to reap the rewards of time invested. Be patient. Don't rush, right? It said don't try to be in a hurry. So be ready to reap the rewards of the invested. Be patient. Abundance is coming your way soon. Growth, hard work, and self-reliance have brought you here. Not everything we plant will blossom. So even in our undisturbed gardens, you know, as we overturn the earth and really let things grow and let things flow, and we water ourselves, and we're in this state of really evaluating our circumstances financially, our abundance, our rewards, this is still a time to have patience with the process and trust the process. Be grateful for the bounty and not to focus on the loss it took you to get to where you are. So yes, there's going to be flowers that don't bloom in your garden, things that don't grow, fruits that aren't as sweet perhaps. But this is a card about, you know, really just taking the time to have patience, to evaluate your situation, because the bounty, the harvest, the reward is coming. Well, thank you for that. So yes, I'm definitely feeling this. This is accurate energy. And this is where I'm kind of like, I'm in that space personally. I'll just say that. So, hold on. Cards fell. Eight of Wands. A lot is going to be happening. A lot is coming quickly. Like, you don't even need to be rushing the process, because the shit about to, I wanted to say hit the fan, but the shit about to really be moving, you know? Things are really about to be coming through. So don't get overwhelmed with it, and don't let yourself fall into that pit of emotion, of sadness, of like, oh, I'm just too basic and too... What did they say? Surprises card. Under the most ordinary stone. You might be feeling ordinary and basic and just blah, like nobody's special, but the fuck you are. You have such a heavenly divine garden that lies within you that I think sometimes we fail to recognize, or to tell ourselves, or to look at within ourselves, but it's there. Nine of Pentacles and Warrior of Cups. So really I'm feeling like a lot of good shit is on the horizon. But again, it's on the horizon. It is yet to come. This is really the process stage, the processing stage. So real quick, reading from the Nine of Pentacles. It says, abundance has come to her as she tends to her space. So tend to your own inner space, your own sacred space. Tend to your present moment. Be in the present. Appreciate the gifts that are at hand. They may have taken a long time to enter your life, but you set your intentions clear from the start, and now it is the energy you exude. It is your aura. It is how you transmute, how you process. all of these things that are coming into your life, all of these emotions, all of these experiences, all of these maybe troubles, you know, maybe the fruit that didn't bloom or blossom, maybe the flowers that didn't grow. So this is a card essentially of just pacing yourself, of really being prudent, of taking your time. Again, like this 7 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles, this is the process stage and not rushing, you know, really evaluating your circumstances. And then we have the Warrior of Cups, which is essentially just the space that we hold, where we have to ask ourselves the questions: are we ready for these? Are we ready for this reward? Are we ready for this abundance? Are we ready to acquire the things that we've been seeking, you know? Yeah, so this is essentially us really growing into the chapter, the next chapter, the next phase that's coming in for us, to sort of balance out all the things that are coming in and coming through soon. Okay, I am limited on time because my kids are up in the back and my daughter's about to get out of school. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this a quick one and just pull from the Lantern Oracle. Something is, I don't know if it's something that just kind of rhymed with what I just heard in the back, but I'm hearing more money, more problems. More money, more problems. And my son asked me the other day, or not asked me, but he's like, I heard something that said that people who are attractive tend to say that looks don't matter, and people who have money or are wealthy tend to say that money doesn't matter. And then he kind of walked away, and then I was like, okay, so why do you think that is? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, think about it. People who are attractive realize that their attractiveness doesn't make their problems, their insecurities, any issues that they're having in any aspect of their life just go away. It might enhance it. It might make it better. Sorry, I was just clearing the deck. It might enhance or make things a little bit better or easier to deal with, but it's not going to just completely eradicate any issues, you know? And it doesn't automatically make your self-esteem any better. And people that have a financial sovereignty or security that is more than the average person will find that money doesn't buy all of the things that they seek internally. So essentially, beauty and wealth is an essence of your inner spirit and your inner self. False beliefs. We have distorted desire and the unknown. Card number 13. Once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are illuminated, so are the ways we can release the false limitations they confine us to. Really delving into that inner work, delving into ourselves, our intuition, our inner perspectives of who the fuck we are. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you have, who people think you are, how much validation you think you have, how much credit you might have. Those things are just all false beliefs and part of the distorted desire. Really getting to the basis, getting to the root of any issues that we may have that are based on false desires and distorted desires and false beliefs is one way that we can truly release the false limitations that they confine us to, that they trap and chain us to. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. There's a lot of internal turmoil I'm hearing. More money, more problems again. The unknown, knowing is the unknown. So this is essentially saying, you know, we're walking into this unknown space, this very vague, spiritual space, sacred space of healing through all these issues, all these internal problems that we've kind of entrapped ourselves in. And now is the time to truly rise above those. Anyway, okay, I gotta close this out because my cake, you're all up in the camera. Okay, enough. You were born enough. So regardless of the false beliefs, the distorted desires, the misalignments, the emotional drainage that we might be feeling, the financial problems, the unresolved relationship aspects, or whatever it is that I feel like as a collective we're going through, remind yourself that you are enough. You are worthy. And you are here to be known. So speak and be seen. Here's your opportunity to really tap into your voice, tap into your truth, tap into your accountability. Anyway, I know this is kind of a really brief, maybe almost impersonal session, but I just felt like if we can leave with anything today, just know that we're going to be okay, and we're going to have more than we can even hold. Any kind of darkness or any kind of problem or any kind of cloud that's over our head right now, or any kind of pool that we feel like we're drowning in right now, is temporary. And that anything that you feel like you need or are in search of to get out of this situation lies within. That's your internal garden. That's the garden that needs to be cultivated, that needs to be exposed within, for you to be able to grow, for your energy, for your love, for your truth to be able to flow. I know that, right now, that song, they can say anything they want to say, try to bring it down, but I refuse to falter in what I believe, holding faith in me. There's a light in me that shines brightly. They can try, but they can't take that away from me. Oh, they can't take that away. Your inner light, your inner peace, your inner harmony, your inner truth, your inner voice, all that makes you you, all that makes you unique, all that makes you worthy of such divine abundance. They can't take that away. Only you have the choice to allow others to. So remember that as we go through these struggles and these ups and downs, and know that a brighter day, bluer skies are on their way. They're just beyond the gray. Did I rhyme? Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. Hopefully this resonated with someone out there, and I truly appreciate you for being here for another video. So yeah, stay tuned for my next, and I'll see you then. Love, light, and always aloha.